When it comes to royal titles, the House of Windsor has always treated them like armour, shiny, protective, and full of illusion. But when that armour cracks, the hypocrisy spills right out for the world to see. This week, Prince Andrew, yes, the same Andrew tied to the Jeffrey Epstein scandal, announced he's giving up his titles. But let's not kid ourselves. This wasn't a noble act. This was a shove from King Charles, a desperate attempt to polish the royal brand while pretending the rot doesn't go much deeper. In the British monarchy, titles are more than names. They're a kind of armour, crafted to protect and elevate royals above the everyday. But when that armour cracks, it exposes the person beneath, turning privilege into a burden. The removal of a title is a dramatic act, a public declaration that someone is no longer worthy of the family's protection. It's rarely about justice, it's about brand management. The monarchy is a brand, and when a royal threatens its image, the institution acts to preserve itself. History is full of these moments. Kings abdicating, princes disgraced, forcing us to see the flawed humans behind the crowns. In these crises, the gilded armour falls away, and we're left to ask, is this a family or just an institution fighting for survival? Prince Andrew's scandal with Jeffrey Epstein shattered the royal armour. Under immense public pressure, the Queen stripped him of military roles and public use of His Royal Highness, but not the title itself. He remains Duke of York, a sign the monarchy acted to protect its image, not out of moral conviction. In contrast, Harry and Meghan chose to step back, citing relentless scrutiny and lack of support. They too lost the use of HRH, but kept their Sussex titles. Andrew's demotion was a reaction to scandal. Harry and Meghan's, a penalty for seeking independence. The monarchy's response exposes a deep hypocrisy. Punishment depends less on wrongdoing, more on the threat to the institution's carefully curated image. Royal titles have long been tools of control. King Edward VIII gave up his crown for love, losing his majesty and seeing his wife denied her royal highness. Princess Diana, after her divorce, was stripped of her HRH, an act seen as both symbolic and cruel. These stories echo today. Harry, like Edward, chose family over duty. Like Diana, he and Meghan broke royal silence and paid the price. The monarchy's instinct is always to protect itself, even if it means sacrificing those who challenge its rules. The removal of titles is less about justice, more about preserving the crown's image at any cost. The monarchy is a global brand obsessed with image. Scandals are managed for optics, not morality, seen in the slow response to Andrew's allegations. Action comes only when public outrage threatens the brand. Royals who challenge the narrative, like Harry and Meghan, are penalised for honesty, not misconduct. This focus on appearance over integrity breeds hypocrisy, rewarding silence and punishing truth. For a monarchy claiming moral leadership, this is dangerous. In today's world, people demand authenticity, not just a polished facade. The Andrew scandal is a crisis the monarchy can't escape. The institution's half measures, stripping some titles but not all, leave it looking weak and complicit. Public trust erodes as the royal family appears to protect its own rather than uphold accountability. The monarchy's old ways, loyalty and secrecy, clash with modern demands for transparency. Every royal appearance is now shadowed by unresolved scandal, fueling arguments that the monarchy is outdated and unaccountable. Until it acts decisively, the damage will only deepen. Harry and Meghan's departure was a seismic loss for the monarchy. Their exit, driven by relentless pressure and lack of support, left the institution less diverse and more isolated. Meghan's background and Harry's popularity symbolized a modern, relatable future. Their absence is a void, one that highlights the monarchy's resistance to change and its struggle to address issues of race, mental health and media intrusion. The family feud is now public, exposing deep rifts and leaving the monarchy looking wounded and vulnerable. The monarchy stands at a crossroads, facing the same conflicts that ousted Edward VIII and Diana. Its survival has always meant sacrificing individuals for the institution. But today the public demands transparency and fairness. The different treatment of Andrew versus Harry and Meghan reveals a corrosive hypocrisy, undermining trust. The loss of a title is more than a name change. It's a test of the monarchy's values. If the crown is to endure, it must choose integrity over image and prove it's more than just gilded armour. I'm Adrian, and this has been Meghan and Harry Tales. If you believe integrity matters more than titles, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, because truth deserves a louder microphone than the tabloids.